She got the extra details.
The golden doodle.
Oh!
That's golden. She's a golden.
Clark exposed. Rival fans cry that the WNBA is rigged for Caitlin Clark. All other players are trash. The Indiana Fever are making waves in the WNBA, and with their recent successes, it seems that rival fans are feeling a bit salty. The claim? That the league is rigged in favor of Caitlin Clark and her new team. This uproar has sparked a variety of reactions across social media, with some fans resorting to wild accusations instead of simply acknowledging the Fever's strategic moves. So, what's really going on here? First off, let's address the elephant in the room, the Indiana Fever's recent performance. With Caitlin Clark on board, the Fever are transforming into a formidable team. Fans of rival franchises are lamenting this development, claiming that the league is unfairly favoring Clark. But why is it that when a team builds a solid roster, it's suddenly deemed rigged? It feels more like jealousy than genuine concern for the integrity of the game. In a recent TikTok video that caught fire, a user passionately detailed how the Fever's strategy mirrors what other successful teams have done in the past. The Aces, for example, surrounded their star player, Aya Wilson, with elite talent, leading to championship victories. Is it privilege when the Aces stack their roster with Olympians? No, it's smart management. The Fever are simply following suit, and it seems that some fans can't handle the reality that their teams might not be as well managed. The TikTok rant highlighted how the Fever's management is making the right moves to ensure they're competitive. This isn't a case of favoritism. It's about building a winning organization. The Aces didn't just wake up with a championship team. They made calculated decisions to surround their stars with the best talent available. This is what every franchise should aspire to do. Let's take a deeper look at the Fever's current roster. With Caitlin Clark and her rookie contract, the team has the flexibility to bring in additional talent. This is a smart approach, especially when you consider the financial implications. The Fever have the potential to attract high-quality veterans who want to be part of a winning culture. That's not rigging, that's strategy. Moreover, when we compare the Fever's approach to other successful teams, the narrative of rigging falls apart. The New York Liberty, for instance, stacked their roster with stars like Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart. Did fans cry rigging then? No. They celebrated the creation of a super team. The inconsistency in how fans perceive these moves is telling. The WNBA is a league where talent often attracts more talent. Players want to join teams that have a chance to win championships. And that's exactly what the Fever are building. It's not about favoritism. It's about creating an environment where players can thrive. Caitlin Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent, and the Fever's management is smart enough to recognize her value. Some fans argue that the league has a bias towards Caitlin Clark, and yet, it's hard to ignore her hard work and dedication. She has proven herself on the court and deserves the accolades she receives. Just because her success coincides with the Fever's rise does not mean the league is rigging the system in her favor. Instead, it reflects the meritocracy that sports should embody. And let's not forget the role of the fans in all of this. The WNBA is growing, and with it, rivalries are intensifying. As the Fever rise, other teams must step up their game. Instead of complaining about perceived injustices, rival fans should challenge their teams to improve. In sports, competition is what drives excellence. Critics also pointed out the management of the Fever, suggesting that they are simply following a rigged blueprint laid out by successful franchises. Yet, if that's the case, isn't that what all teams should aim to do? Success breeds imitation, and the Fever are simply making moves that put them in contention. It's worth noting that the Fever are not just a one-player show. Caitlin Clark may be the star, but she's supported by a growing roster of talent. The combination of young players and experienced veterans can make for a potent mix. The accusation of rigging overlooks the teamwork and strategy that goes into building a successful franchise.